Hi everyone, I'm Meg Smith. Welcome to the first episode of Poetry in My Car. So I would like to start out by reading you a poem from one of my poetry books, Dear Deepest Ghost. This poem is called The Best Light, which I thought would be really nice to read since it's a kind of gloomy January day here in Lowell, Mass. So, we lack dawn, yet nothing is lacking. You have spilled out your stories in the light. I used to stand next to you in the dark room and watch as the faces carved themselves out of ghosts in the developer fluid. And walk to the pier. Here we lack dawn. The fine sugary sky, all morphine, all whatever you need. Just like this rat exploding from behind a barrel. Down to that rat, the city knows your gentle and terrible light and the way it becomes flesh on the front page. We stood at the downtown memorial with over our candles. Now and then, the rat lives in the narrow cave of your chest, as if becoming moon. Nothing is lacking, not even in that narrow cave. I want to pick up a brick and split it open. But the rat clings to the underside of your ribs, and only the light spills out. Now, of course, January 19th was the birthday of Edgar Allan Poe, born in Boston, Massachusetts, my hometown, 1809. And so, in honor of Edgar Allan Poe birthday weekend, I'd like to read you a poem from this beautiful book. I'd like to show you the cover of it. This is the illustrated Edgar Allan Poe. And the poem that I would like to read is Eulalie, a Song. It's one of his rarer poems, not as commonly known as some others like The Bells or The Raven. It's really beautiful. So, Eulalie, a Song by Edgar Allan Poe. I dwelt alone in a world of moan, and my soul was a stagnant tide, till a fair and gentle Eulalie became my blushing bride, till a yellow-haired young Eulalie became my smiling bride. Ah, less bright the stars of the night than the eyes of this radiant girl, and never a flake that the vapor can make with the moon tints of purple and pearl can vie with the modest Eulalie's most unregarded curl, can compare with the bright-eyed Eulalie's most humble and careless curl. Now doubt, now pain, come never again, for her soul gives me sigh for sigh, and all day long shines bright and strong, Astarte within the sky, while ever to hear her dear Eulalie upturns her matron eye, while ever to her young Eulalie upturns her violet eye. Thank you so much for listening, and you can learn more about my poetry at megsmithwriter.com. May there be poetry and beauty in all your days.